Alright, so this video is your law of cosines. We've gone over law of sines, and of course law of sines is useful for problems with pairs of a known angle inside. Just to do a quick review, say we had angle A is 73, we knew this was 10, we wanted to find the measure of angle B, but we knew this was, say, 11. So we'd use law of sines for this. But what happens when you have, and say here we have A, B, and C, but we have 8, 14, and 19, so we have no angles. Right? This is where the law of cosines comes into play, because we have no angles. Right? Or, instead of that, instead of no angles, what happens if we had something like this? Right? 4, 10, and this was 100 degrees. Right? So here we don't have a match set. We don't have an angle with an opposite side. All right? And we want to find little c. Again, this is where law of cosines comes into play. All right? First thing I'm going to do is give you the three formulas, so I need you to write them down, because I'm not going to have enough room to leave them on the board and show you an example. So I'm going to need you to write these down as I write them. So your formulas are a squared. So if you're looking for side A, this is the formula you're going to use. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2 BC cosine of angle A. If you notice, you start with A, you end with A, but you don't have A in the middle. That's how all of these are going to work out. You're going to start with a letter, you're going to end with the same letter, and in between, you're going to have the other two letters. So the next one is b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times the cosine of angle B. Start with B, end with B, no B's in the middle. And the final one, c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times the cosine of angle C. Alright? So, for this one you use all three sides and only one angle. Alright? All three sides and only one angle. So now, make sure you write these down. Pause the video if you haven't got them written down yet. Make sure you write these down, because I'm going to reference these, but they're not going to be here for you to see them. So I'm trusting that you're writing these down now. Alright, let's look at this problem here. Here we have a nice little obtuse triangle. Alright, this is A, B, that's a B, and C. This is 115 degrees. This is 15. And this is 10. And we want to find little a. Alright? So since we want to find little a, we're going to use the formula that's a squared equals. Alright, so we're going to use a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times the cosine of angle A. Okay? Because we're looking for a. Whatever you're looking for is what is your letter that goes here. So, a squared equals b, which is 10 squared, plus 15 squared minus 2 times 10 times 15 times the cosine of 115 degrees. Okay? So this here is 100 plus 125. So a squared equals 225 minus this right here, which is 2 times 10 is 20. 20 times 15 is 300 times the cosine of 115 degrees. So this equals 225 plus, because the cosine of 115 degrees, it's in your second quadrant, so it's negative. So your cosine of 115 degrees is negative, so it's plus 126.785. So a squared equals 451.785. Since it's a squared, we're going to take the square root of both sides. So A equals the square root of 451.785 or 21.3. Okay? So this is how you use the law of cosines. You're trying to figure out a side so you can get a matched pair. Because now, since we have our matched pair, because this is 21.3, this is 115, we can simply do law of sines now to find angle B or to find angle C. All right? So, remember, whatever side you're looking for, that's the formula you use. We're looking for A, so we're going to use A squared equals, since that's the side we're looking for. Or if we were looking for the measure of angle A, say we had all three sides, we needed to find the measure of angle A. We're still going to use this formula because we're looking for the cosine of A. Since we're looking for A, that's why we would still use this formula. Anytime you're looking for one of the A's, you use the A squared equals formula. If you're looking for any of the B's, B squared equals formula. If you're looking for any of the C's, you use the C squared equals formula. All right, so you always use the formula that starts with the letter that you're looking for. All right? So, this is pretty much the law of cosines. I mean, I could show you all some more problems, but like I said, this is pretty much the law of cosines. Well, we'll do one more. All right. So here we have a triangle. All right, we know this is 43. This is A, which this is 45 degrees. We don't know what little a is, and we know this is 60. All right, we're going to call this little c. We're going to call this little b, so this is big B and this is big C. All right, so let's find side A again. So again, you're going to use A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2 times the 43 times the 60 times the sine of A. Okay? So again, whatever side you're looking for, or whatever angle you're looking for. Now the only thing is, when you go to find the angle, if we didn't know this, if we just knew A, we didn't know this was 45 degrees, but we knew little a, you'd still fill all this in, but this would just be the sine of A. So you'd solve this down to get the sine of A equals a number, kind of like we've done with law of sines. Okay, you got the sine of A equals a number. Then you take the inverse sine of that number to actually get your angle A. Alright, I'm not going to spend the time to do this because this is just like the other example. But the important thing to remember is if you're looking for either little a or big A, you use the A squared formula. A squared equals the rest of it. If you're looking for big B or little b, you use the B squared equals. And if you're looking for little c or big C, you use C squared equals. Alright, so that's pretty much a law of cosines. I think y'all can get it from there. So watch this video as many times as you need to, but the important thing is make sure when you come to class tomorrow, you have those 3 law of cosine formulas written down. Alright, that's the important part. If you don't have those, you're not going to be able to do any of this, okay? So make sure you have those written down, make sure you understand this. You can even try this problem if you want now, and I'll give you the answer to this tomorrow in class. Alright? So, see you tomorrow.